Okay. All right. Hey y'all, it's Naya. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry y'all been gone for a minute, but shit, it is what it is. When life be life, and you gotta handle that shit, okay? It is what it is. But Grand Rising, y'all, it is Naya. Call me Naya. If you are new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Where we come over here, we do our thing, we get the energy out, we set the tone for our day, we talk a little shit, we might smoke a blunt, who knows, and then we carry the fuck on. But if you are from my big old family, Grand Rising love, talk to me, I talk back. Y'all already know what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, put me in y'all group chats, send me to y'all mama, send me, I don't care. You feel me? I don't care. But I love y'all so much. I'm about to go ahead and hop in this energy for Sagittarius. Whew, let me get my shit together. Hold on. I'm about to go ahead and hop into this energy for Sagittarius. And I think I actually want to start off with some starry oracles here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to try not to be so long. But, I mean, look, it is what it is, all right? It is what it is. So the first one that I have here for you, Sagittarius, it says, following the path of another. Your path is being redirected to where it should be. Your path is being redirected to where it should be, and then following the path of another. Let me get two more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. So your career choices could have changed, Sagittarius. Your mind could have changed about certain things. Maybe even the way that you decide to handle, let's say, your work or love life or whatever. But just certain ways of doing things. Like you have a different way of doing things possibly. I have believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence. Following the path of another, your path is being directed to where it should be, and then believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence. So, to Sagittarius, if you are in the space of wanting a new life for yourself, creating a new life for yourself, or desiring a life other than what you currently live, Sagittarius, you have to put forth the necessary efforts to be able to get that. All right. And then also, too, when it says believe in your power to manifest, I feel like just believe in your power, period, Sagittarius. Don't doubt yourself or your journey. I don't know how to say that. I'm going to leave it like that. But do not doubt yourself or your journey. It says it is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. So also, too, Sagittarius, this might be a message for somebody to let down their walls when it comes down to love, or maybe when it comes down to dating. But if you are someone who you got like a strong ass, brick ass guard up, I mean, I understand why, if you've been through certain things and or people that manipulated you or took advantage of your trust or your kindness or whatever the case is. But Sagittarius, it says you are surrounded by love. It is safe to let go. Believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence. And then follow the path of another. Your path is being redirected to where it should be. It is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. I feel like also too, Sagittarius, it's safe for you to go ahead and start something as well. If you had a business idea, Sagittarius, or you had something that you like to create or you like to do or whatever, it's safe for you to start that as well. So also too, now when I told you not to doubt your journey or not to doubt your powers or doubt yourself or whatever the case is, don't doubt if something can or will work out for you, Sagittarius. Don't even put that energy out there. The last one that I have here, it says, stay the course. You are moving in the right direction. Stay the course. You are moving in the right direction. That's why you don't need to be doubting shit, Sag. Not saying that you do. Just use it as an example, whatever, but don't be doubting shit. Stay the course. You are moving in the right path. Can I get a few here for Sagittarius? The next one that I have here for you, Sagittarius, is full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. Yeah, if you are afraid of stepping into some type of new territory, or if it makes you uncomfortable, or if you have to sacrifice in order to get something that you say you want, Sagittarius, then it just is what it is. But let your fears dissolve. Let me get one more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. Don't get intimidated by a process. Don't get intimidated by a workload. Don't get it's I don't know how else to say it, Sagittarius. I don't know how else to say it. Step up and lead. New moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. Yeah, it's time for you, Sagittarius, to go hard on something. It's time for you to go hard, and it's time for you to set an example. Don't bullshit. I can understand having certain things going on in life or whatever, but at the same time, make sure that it's like, make sure those are like real excuses. Try not to make so many excuses, but like make sure those are real excuses. And if they're not, don't be so delusional that, if they're not real excuses, don't be so delusional that those fake excuses that you've just made, like it, like in a way, like, how do I say, like it will, damn, Naya, fuck. I'm getting so, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. Like, don't be so delusional that you are comfortable where you at or where you have kept yourself. It's like, don't think like, oh, well, I made this excuse. Like, you make an excuse. Like, don't be so delusional that you can't recognize when you bullshit. I'll say it like that. Don't say, oh, well, I actually had this going, whatever. When you really want something, you'll make time for it. So it's just like, don't be so delusional that you just think that you doing everything right, or you taking all these breaks is okay, or you not making certain moves is okay because you've given yourself great excuses, or you've given your path or whatever great excuses. That's dumb. That's dumb and delusional. And the only person that you hurting is yourself. Let your fears dissolve, step up and lead. The last one that I have here, first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. Release your blocks. So Sagittarius, when it comes down to releasing your blocks, the things that distract you, the things that don't add to you, the things that keep your attention away from where it needs to be, the things that can alter your focus in a way. Sagittarius, also too, with releasing your blocks, it could be creative blocks, it could be, I don't know, procrastination blocks, whatever it is, but certain shit has to be let go. You were told it's safe to let it go. You're surrounded by love. First quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. So it's like Sagittarius walking in walking fearlessly as well. So if you have decided to step into something new, or maybe even if it is go back to something old and apply a new twist to it, or whatever the case is, or go back to something old in a new season or something, Sagittarius, release your blocks, step up and lead, and let your fears dissolve. So I feel like also too, someone needs to not be afraid to stand up for themselves in a way, or to put themselves first, or to assert themselves. I don't know how else to say it, but if you ever, I don't necessarily like having to do this because I don't feel like it should be something people should have to do. But oftentimes we find ourselves in this life having to teach people how to treat us. And so Sagittarius, if you found yourself having to teach people how to treat you, or having to express certain things, even certain things that you may not want to, or whatever the case is, Sagittarius, I just feel like it's more than it's time is more than now, like time to do that. Like, you need to express yourself, whether that be romantically in a good way, or rather it be you letting go of something or whatever. But you need to stand up or step up or say some shit. Don't allow something to linger on. And I feel like also too, like Sagittarius, let your intentions be clearly stated or clearly known. I don't know, it's so hard for me to like bring it out. I'm trying my best, y'all, but make sure that your intentions or what you want is clearly stated. Don't allow anyone else's vision of what they could possibly want for you, Sagittarius, to get in the way of what it says that you want. So I'll use this as an example. Let's say you somebody, Sagittarius, that is very, very into you, right? And they want to be in a relationship with you or whatever. And let's say, they have this idea that within the next month or 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, that y'all gonna be together. But Sagittarius, it's not as if you don't have a desire for relationships. It's that you might have just been in the space of taking things slow. Maybe you done set certain things up for yourself for the year that you want to accomplish. Maybe you got certain shit going on. It's like, it's not to necessarily say that you don't want that thing too, but at the same time, it's like, if you didn't want it that soon, don't allow what someone else will want or what they could desire to have with you, Sagittarius, to keep you away from or to distract you from what your original plan was. I have follow the golden rule here and trust your intuition. Now, with follow the golden rule is to treat others the way that you want to be treated, and then also trust your intuition. I feel like this has something to do with truth. So follow the golden rule here. If you want to be told the truth, if you want people to keep it real and be transparent with you, you have to be willing and able to do the same thing for others. Follow the golden rule and trust your intuition. Trust your gut, Sagittarius. You were told to stay the course. You're in the right direction. Let me get some herbal oracles here for Sagittarius, divine feminine, divine masculine, Sag. I have St. John's wort here, radiance. St. John's wort, radiance. Let me get one more here for divine feminine, divine masculine, Sagittarius. Radiance. I don't know why I'm feeling partnerships here. So Sagittarius, whether it is Sagittarius, you started a new situationship or whatever. I have radiance, and then I also have Shisandra Grace. Radiance and grace. I want to read these out. Sagittarius. Okay, St. John's wort, all right? So it says here, the midsummer goddess celebrates the multifaceted elements of life in a state of joyous abundance, reminding us that the wellspring of true wealth and healing is within. St. John's wort is here to remind you to cultivate practices deep within yourself to experience this enlightening truth. Avoidance and distraction from this great knowing are unconscious habits that build up and manifest as scarcity, fear, and low moods that inhibit you from walking your truth. St. John's wort grants us the spiritual courage, St. John's wort grants us the spiritual courage of fire needed to navigate the death of the old self. To navigate the death of this old self. Joy, warmth, resilience, happiness, understanding, manifestation, spiritual power, and as well as protection. Yeah, it is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. You're protected, Sagittarius. Don't be afraid to make any type of moves. Don't be afraid to. Don't be afraid of what other people say or how other people may perceive you too. Shisandra Grace. Let me get this one out here too. Inner beauty, inspirations, euphoria, visions, supernatural powers, and synergy. You were told here to trust your intuition, Sagittarius. It says here's like the Temperance card in the tarot. The goddess holds a cup of water representing the subconscious as she crosses over a stream of water representing the conscious mind. Shisandra's medicine teaches us about the high alchemy of beauty, grace, and the harmony of dualities. Swan is here today to remind you of the supernatural powers that you have within. Don't deny your innate and intuitive mastery. Don't deny your innate and intuitive mastery. Trust your intuition, Sag. It says follow your visions and pay close attention to the subtle language in your body and surroundings. If you feel out of orbit or aloof, make time to ground. Grounding will only facilitate your development to a higher consciousness. Ground yourself. Release your blocks. Step up and lead and let your fears dissolve. Ground yourself, Sagittarius. Also, too, if you have problems with finding motivation or finding, finding a reason to do something or whatever the case is, Sagittarius, let's say, how I want to say this. If you have children, your children can be your motivation. If you aren't happy with the current home that you live in, if you're not happy with your current love life, if you're not happy with what is your motivation for you to get up and do what is uncomfortable for you, or get up and do what you could have been putting off till later? What's that saying? What you put off till later, you can do now. The first one I had came out here for you, Sagittarius. It says, forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. This is the second time, Sagittarius, you're being told to step up and lead. This is the second time you're being told to be a leader. The second one that I have here is Highereth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. And the last one that I have here too is baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. This is the second time that you're being told to follow your intuition as well, Sagittarius. Second time you're being told to be a leader. Second time you're being told to follow your intuition. Be the leader you wish you had. The last one that I have here for you, Sagittarius, it says to trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Trust the timing, Sagittarius. Don't rush nothing. Don't look at something as always moving too slow. I should have had this by now. This should have happened. Trust the timing. Trust divine timing, Sagittarius. Let me get a couple goddess oracles here for divine feminine, divine masculine, Sagittarius. You being told twice, trust your intuition, be a leader, both times. The first one that I have here is a set, surrender. Oh, shit. Not I dropped it. A set, surrender is the first one I got here. I feel like somebody needs to let go of something that they could be holding on to. Rather that be a person, or a certain idea, or a certain path that you wanted or was trying to have, or whatever, Sagittarius. Somebody needs to let go of something that maybe it was hard for them to. I feel like also too, somebody may need to let go of a mama's boy. Now, it's not to say that, they are a certain type of way, or that they are, a burden to you or whatever, Sagittarius. But when I say a mama's boy, regardless, even if they have their mama in their life or not, just someone who wants to be babied, maybe someone who doesn't, rather you're a masculine dealing with a feminine, or a feminine dealing with a masculine, or feminine, masculine, I don't care. But somebody that just wants to be babied, someone that does not want to be possibly held accountable, someone that just I don't know, that can kind of like suck the life force from you in a way, Sagittarius. So if you do have somebody like that in your life, where it seems like they just come to take, or they just come to have certain things or whatever, Sagittarius, then shit, remove yourself or remove them. But like I said, I do feel like somebody needs to get rid of a mama's boy in a way, or something like that. Shit, mama's boy, mama's girl, I don't care. But just someone who would rather be treated as if they're a baby or a child rather than a grown-up. I have celestial alignment here in Kosazana. So surrender and then celestial alignment. I feel like also too, Sagittarius, giving in to your path as well. So if you are someone who is possibly in denial about who you are, your gifts, your talents, or what you're supposed to be doing with your life, it's time that you get the fuck over it and go ahead and step out on that. Or you need to go ahead and do those things or make those moves, whatever the case is, Sagittarius. But somebody needs to surrender to their divinity, to their path, to what they're supposed to be doing with themselves, or whatever the case is. I talked about making excuses and being delusional in them as well. It's like you can know what's right for you, or what you should be doing, or what you're called to do, but it's like because of maybe other people's opinions, or certain or other reasons that you may have, you make up these excuses, and you create these illusions that shouldn't be there. It's the mind is a very powerful thing. So don't waste it, Sagittarius. Don't waste yours. All right, don't waste yours, and don't cloud yours. I have a set surrender here. It says let it all go. It says say aloud now, I surrender. These words cast a spell, breathe them in. Release control, stop bonding around struggle. Hand the keys to the divine. Allow spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. You don't have to figure it all out. God Goddess has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. The Goddess declaration for a set surrender, it says everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Everything I need to know finds me at the perfect time. Trust the timing, Sagittarius. Everything you need to know comes to you at the perfect time. So trust your intuition. Please do. Even when it comes down to certain shit, Sag, and it could feel like even certain thoughts or whatever, it's like, no, that's my thoughts. That's just me thinking or whatever. Sometimes, Sagittarius, even if you have certain thoughts that you were told to follow your intuition before it makes sense, even if you have certain thoughts, Grand Rising Love, even if you have certain thoughts, Sagittarius, that could come across your mind, or certain things or whatever, and it's like, oh, well, no, that's just me, overthinking. That's just me, whatever. Make sure, put yourself in a position to where you're able to discern between you overthinking and when you're getting a message from the divine. So you were told about grounding yourself as well. Grounding could help you with that process, depending on the type of person that you are. But grounding yourself, meditation, whatever it is that you have to do, coming back to self. Grounding yourself. I don't know how else to explain it. I have Enko Sazana here, celestial alignment. Let's read this one. So she says here, your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. Your natural alignment is to be, your natural path, is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you, Sagittarius. It says, how do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but Goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. match it with your feelings. That is the energy of God, Goddess. The Goddess declaration for Nkosazana celestial alignment says, I am always being guided in the right direction. Yes, Sagittarius, you are also told here too that you are moving in the right direction, so stay the course. I am always being guided in the right direction, and you were told to trust the timing. So Sagittarius too, I told you, don't rush anything. Trust the timing. Even if too you felt like something was moving too slow or something should have happened by now, whatever the case is, you don't know what else could be going on that is protecting you from that thing from happening, or protecting you from a certain person, or whatever the case is. You just never fucking know. All right, let me go ahead and get into the tarot here, Sagittarius. Why, I'm just dropping stuff. Come on, Naya. Damn, girl. Get your shit together. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it here for Sagittarius. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Sagittarius. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. Sagittarius. All right, so the first one that I have here for you, Sagittarius, I got the Six of Swords here. Now, that is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Regardless of the placement, Sagittarius, this Six of Swords here, just moving on. I talked about when I got the it said surrender. I talked about maybe somebody needing to let go of someone who would rather be treated like a baby as opposed to an adult, or who likes to try to escape responsibility, or whatever the case is. But I just feel like something being let go, or something is moving on. I have the World here too. Maybe traveling. Or Sagittarius, you had some, or you left somebody, Sagittarius, or you returned them back to sender. I don't know how else to explain it. Or Sagittarius, you could have turned somebody around. But I got the Six of Pentacles here, and then I also have the Fool here as well. So Sagittarius too, I feel like mainly you in the space of working on your finances, or you're considering your finances, or you're stepping out on certain journeys that could help with your finances. Whether that be promotions in your career, Sagittarius, or rather be certain business ideas that you could have. But I feel like putting yourself in a different position, or possibly somebody could even be thinking about relocating themselves as far as what state they live in, or the city they live in, or whatever, because they see that they could make some more money somewhere else, or they think that they could do better somewhere else, or whatever. But I just feel like Sagittarius, as far as the Six of Pentacles here, the Fool here, the World, I feel like you're looking at other ways of making finances, or you're looking at how to build your finances. But at the same time too, Sagittarius, in the midst of you building up for yourself, please be mindful of how much you give or how much you spend. All right, Sag? Be mindful of how much you give and how much you spend. This Six of Pentacles here, and then as well as the Fool here too, Sag. Yeah, make sure that you are saving your money as best as possible if you're able to. Don't put yourself in a position to whereas you got to make up for what you lost, or you got to rob Peter to pay Paul, or whatever the case is. But Sag, I feel like you're going on a new journey, or you want to start something new, or whatever the case is. I feel like your finances is on your mind. I got the Queen of Swords here too. I talked about as far as shit getting cut off as well too, Sagittarius. Can I get clarity on this Queen of Swords here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius? I got the Queen of Swords here, and then I also got the Three of Pentacles here too. I feel like Sagittarius, you're changing your habits, whether they be your eating habits, your spending habits, your talking habits, your going out habits, your drinking habits. I feel like Sagittarius, you're changing your habits. Yeah, and then I also got the King of Wands here too. So with this Queen of Swords here, this Three of Pentacles, and then also this King of Swords here, this King of Wands here, Sagittarius, as far as you like taking charge, yeah, I feel like you got your mind on your money, Sagittarius. All you thinking about, or all you care to add to is your finances. Whether it be your finances, your love life, or whatever. But I feel like Sagittarius, you're catering to the things that's most important to you. Planning as well, Sagittarius, writing stuff down. Whether you are someone who likes to do that, or you take value in those things, but Sagittarius, I just feel like maybe planning or writing stuff down is real helpful for you. Or if you're not someone who does that, maybe you should try it. I got the Page of Wands here too. This is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Yeah, and I also feel like too, Sagittarius, like I said, cut off people or stop dealing with people that distract you from what you need to be doing, or that don't add to it that don't add to it at all. I got the Temperance card here. So when we have Cassandra Grace and Temperance are both kind of like one and the same. You were told to trust divine timing as well. Also to your patience, Sagittarius. I keep saying don't rush. I don't know why I feel the need, but I just feel like don't think that certain stuff is supposed to happen in a certain amount of timing. Don't allow somebody to try to rush you into anything either. This Six of Swords energy, but also to a lot of baggage. I feel like somebody could have a lot of baggage. I got the Wheel of Fortune here. Sagittarius, your abundance is inevitable as long as you put the work in. Let me get two more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. I feel like somebody has a lot of baggage. I got the Three of Swords here. Then I also got the Emperor, Aries. This could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't care about it. The placements. I feel like somebody has a lot of fucking baggage. Also, too, what goes around comes the fuck right back around. So whatever life someone could have created for themselves, if they don't like it, rather Sagittarius, this is you and you know someone else that's like this, or Sagittarius, rather this is you. Whatever life that you may not like, you created yourself. You are responsible for it. So it is what it is. I feel like somebody is heartbroken or upset about a decision that they made. Maybe they moved too fast. Maybe they were very vain. Maybe they were very, I don't know, like sure of themselves or whatever. But somebody is possibly in regret about a decision that they made here. Shit, what goes around comes the fuck right back around too. I feel like it could have been somebody that was real selfish. Somebody that was selfish, or somebody that just does not, I don't know, like they don't do what they need to do for themselves, Sagittarius. So whether you had to cut this person off or just let it go or whatever the case is, regardless of your feelings, Sagittarius, it was necessary. I talked about stepping out of delusion. So Sagittarius, you could have stepped out of delusion when it comes down to a certain thing's energy or a certain whatever the case is. And I don't want to keep saying, but what goes around comes the fuck right back around. This Three of Swords here, then this Emperor here. Somebody could be in regret about a decision that they made. This Wheel of Fortune and this Temperance. Also, too, maybe somebody was trying to, I don't know, be the boss, but they didn't necessarily have the credentials for it. Like, I'll use this as an example. But let's say, it's not to say that you can't learn something from everybody, but let's say someone who, don't have much to their name or much for themselves, or someone who doesn't necessarily have stable income, or they don't know how to manage their income. They're trying to tell you, Sagittarius, how to save your money or how to be a certain way in relationships, and they don't have a relationship or whatever the case is. Maybe just somebody just talking out of turn. I don't know how else to explain it. I got the Seven of Cups here too. This is water sign energy. Now, that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But you were told to trust your intuition before it even makes sense. Yeah, I got the Three of Cups here. And then I also got the Seven of Cups here, too. I talked about, too, as far as maybe what you want to desire, what you want to manifest, whatever it is that you want, Sagittarius. I talked about don't get distracted. If you are going to be distracted, let it be from your own shit. Let it be from your own creations. Let it be from what you want to manifest too. And also too, Sagittarius, find ways to express yourself as well. I feel like also daydreaming about a new life. Sagittarius, where you are current, whatever job or something you can have currently, Sagittarius, it does not, if it's not a part of your soul purpose or what you're supposed to be doing or what you're supposed to be adding or giving to this world, Sagittarius, you'll never be satisfied. It will never provide enough for you, Sagittarius. I mean that. It's like I'm not saying it won't provide anything for you at all or whatever, but Sag, unless you are in alignment with your soul's purpose, what you want to manifest, the things that you want to create, shit that you want, it's going to come in a lot smoother for you. It's like being at your job, daydreaming about the success of your side hustle. I don't know how else to explain that. You were also told to ground yourself as well. So Sagittarius, if you are able to, now in my state, we did get a snowstorm, so I'm not taking my ass outside no more than I have to, but ground yourself, get out in nature, eat more plant-based foods as well too, Sagittarius, getting away from eating flesh so much. Whether you on that journey or not, but maybe getting away from eating flesh so much or just changing your diet. But I just feel like being in alignment or being in tune with nature. I got the Knight of Wands here too. Yeah, Sagittarius, step harder. Even if you're the only one that supports you, or your only worker or whatever, step harder, Sagittarius. Yeah, I got the Ace of Cups here too. Sagittarius, be in tune with the divine, your God self. Be in alignment with your natural path. Don't allow certain shit to distract you. Don't allow people to distract you. Yeah, and then also too, like the Ace of Swords here. Whatever decisions that you have decided on, Sagittarius, or whatever it is that you know you have to do, don't be delusional and make excuses for yourself. Do not be delusional, make excuses for yourself. But Sag, I do see here that when it comes down to your finances or whatever the case is, you are thinking about your money, how to double it, triple it, whatever. But like I said, don't put yourself in a hole helping nobody else who actually doesn't need to be helped. I talked about somebody needing to be cut off because maybe they're like a mama's boy or a mama's girl, or there's somebody who just does not like to do things on their own, or there's somebody who is very dependent on you, Sagittarius, whether it be emotionally, financially, or whatever the case is. But I feel like planning something, working on your money, I don't know why, but I feel like this is giving me masculine energy, to be honest with you. I'm not saying that feminine not out here doing this shit, but for what this is really giving me like masculine energy, like get into it, stepping into your boss energy. I feel like a masculine has possibly started to go harder on whatever it is that they want, rather that be in their love life, in their career, with their money, whatever it is. This Temperance here, this Wheel of Fortune, this Three of Swords here, and then also this Emperor here too. I feel like somebody is hurt, or somebody feels some type of way about not having access to you anymore, Sagittarius, or somebody feels I don't know what it is, but somebody might be like real fucking stubborn, or their pride could be hurt, Sagittarius. So I'll use this as an example. Let's say, Sagittarius, somebody come to you with, some type of aggression, rather it be through text messages or phone calls or whatever the case is. But somebody just come to you with, like, I don't know, just being negative or being angry or whatever, and you don't even pay no attention to it, Sagittarius, that could hurt somebody's feelings or somebody's pride. And that's not your problem. I have here, I am waiting patiently and I would do it all again. I am waiting patiently, I would do it all again. Let me get a few more here for divine feminine, divine masculine. Sagittarius, I am waiting patiently, I will do it all again. So also too, Sagittarius, when you were told to trust your intuition, with this, I would do it all again. Make sure that you are aware of who somebody truly is, not the potential that you see in them. If somebody has shown you that they are, a certain level, that they hold a certain level of emotional maturity, whether they lack it or have a lot of it, just pay attention to that. Pay attention to signs, symbols. You were told to, as far as like visions and different things like that, like just pay attention to the red flags. I have here, I don't know what you want. So also too, Sagittarius, I feel like maybe even being contacted or spoken to or reached out to by people that you may not even care to speak to, or that you may not even, I don't know, have spoken to in a while. I don't know what you want. I am waiting patiently. I would do it all again. So it's like, I'm not saying Sagittarius is like somebody like bugging you or constantly texting your phone, getting on your nerves or whatever. But Sagittarius, I just feel like you may not be attracted to somebody in a certain kind of way, and you could be being nice. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling, but you could be being nice. Like, as much as people like to try to say that Sagittarius is so fucked up or whatever, Sagittarius do be giving motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. Sagittarius do be trying to thug shit out. But you might just be being nice. I have trouble with intimacy here. I don't know what you want. I have trouble with intimacy. I'm waiting patiently, and I will do it all again. I feel like somebody has trouble also too with telling the truth. Somebody has trouble with telling the truth. I have trouble with intimacy. Somebody has a hard time expressing themselves. Yeah, I have here, I am not over you. I am not over you. I miss hearing your voice, and I'm not financially stable. Sagittarius, if you got some energy like this around you, or somebody that wants you so bad or claims to want you so bad, and they're not financially stable, they miss hearing, but at the same time is dealing with them is hell, let them be. Let them stay where they need to be at. Shit. And whether that's at their mama house or their homie house, leave them where the fuck they at. Shit, it is not your responsibility to make people feel better. I don't give a damn if you even, I don't even give a fuck if you do that shit for a living. Your ass ain't clocked in right now. And sometimes too, some people, they got to go through certain things. They have to feel certain feelings in order for them to get better and do better. Shit. It's like with being sick. The reason why people bundled up and do all this or whatever when it's cold outside, because if you have had the flu before, if you've had pneumonia before, bronchitis, colds, whatever, you know, like, you know what, let me go ahead and bundle up. Now, it's still a chance your ass might get sick, but you at least making the necessary steps to try to avoid that. Prevention. I am not over you. I'm fine. I'm not financially stable. I miss hearing your voice. I don't know what you want. I have trouble with intimacy. I have consistently inconsistent here. Consistently inconsistent. So Sagittarius, if this is you, Sag, when it comes down to certain things that you need to be doing with yourself, please stop it. Please make sure that you get back on the ball or that you get serious about your shit. But you also have co-parenting here as well. So consistently inconsistent and as well as co-parenting here. So Sagittarius, if you do find yourself in a space to whereas someone does not, it's like, when I use that example of somebody wanting to still be treated as if they're a baby or not have certain responsibilities or whatever, a lot of times we don't realize that we are having children with children. And just because you are of a certain age or are of a certain height or own certain things, it does not automatically make you an adult. It's a lot of motherfuckers, Grand Rising Love, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here who should not be having children. It's a lot of people who, at least not yet, whatever, babies are a blessing. But with consistently inconsistent co-parenting here, sometimes we don't realize it's like how are you going to be able to raise a child or be with someone or co-create with someone who also wants to be treated as a child too. They want to be fed with the spoon from your hand just like you do your baby. They want you to rock them to sleep just like you do your baby. They want you to pamper they ass and make them feel good when they fucking up or whatever the case, or give them a round of applause for everything that they're supposed to do just like you do your baby. Absolutely the fuck not. How can you ever be a co-parent with somebody? It's like taking on a whole nother fucking child. It's like you never know. Yeah, I have use and abuse here. Somebody could also use and abuse their co-parenting situation to try to have as a means of control. Oh, well, you my baby daddy, or will you up, or you my baby mama, or so you have, like, absolutely the fuck not. So building boundaries. Let me get one more here for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Sagittarius. Just because y'all share a child or share whatever with somebody, it does not mean that y'all, like, it does not mean that you got power over them. It does not mean, like, no. That's why it's so important, like, we got to scout better, y'all. We got to scout better. Because I am so tired of hearing people tell single parents, oh, you should have picked better. You should have picked better. You didn't know how this motherfucker, how about they be better? It ain't your fucking fault. Shit, people will show you their greatest representative when you first meet them. I'm telling you. They're great to you when y'all together, when it's just y'all, when y'all having fun, when y'all able to do X, Y, and Z. But you don't know who they are when you get to carrying kids, or when you get to getting them pregnant, or you get to do, you don't know. Shit. Gangsters love being gangsters until it's time to sit down. I'm just saying. It happens. I have desperate here. Consistently inconsistent, co-parenting, use and abuse, and then as well as desperate. I don't know why, Sagittarius, but I feel like somebody is desperate for your attention if you have not been giving it. If you have not been giving it, Sagittarius, or you decided you wasn't going to fuck with something, somebody is desperate for your attention, or somebody seeks to have your attention a lot. I don't know what you want. I have trouble with intimacy. If you felt like you needed to cut something off or end a cycle or whatever the case is, shit, that's what you had to do for yourself, Sagittarius. Consistently inconsistent, co-parenting, use and abuse, desperate. I am waiting patiently. I will do it all again. You were told to follow your intuition multiple times, Sagittarius. I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't give a damn how somebody's words can trigger certain emotions or whatever the case is. It's facts over feelings, Sagittarius. Facts over feelings. But Sag, it is some shit that you need to go harder on. You were told to be a leader and to follow your intuition. Your natural path is to be in alignment with your divinity. If you're not doing something that adds to, if you're not doing something that is that is in alignment with your spirit or with your soul's purpose or whatever, Sagittarius, you won't be happy, and you're not going to, it's going to be harder for you to get yourself where you want to be because you're not in alignment with your path. It's like going along just to get along. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, shit, shit, we grown. A lot of times we work jobs that we don't want to work just to get along, just to be able to feed ourselves, our kids, pay our bills, whatever. We do that. But Sagittarius, do not be afraid to have to start over, or do not be afraid to have to sacrifice or do certain things in order for you to get to where you want or whatever. But Sag, like, you gotta leave, you gotta put in some more work, all right? You got to put in some more work. And also, too, Sag, you have to come out of your shell, too, okay? You have to come out of your shell. Stop. I understand it may be comfortable being by yourself and just kind of sitting and being alone or whatever with your thoughts or your feelings or whatever. But Sagittarius, it's time to damn see the light, okay? I don't know how else to explain it, but it's time for you to get the fuck up and make some shit happen here, too. And I feel like also, too, Sag, when it comes down to your enlightenment, when we had a card that came out, it was talking about your reaching higher consciousness and things like that too. So Sagittarius, rather be you coming to different levels of consciousness, intuitively, spiritually, whatever the case is. But I just feel like a whole new world being open to you, Sagittarius. Shit, I'll say your third eye, whatever it is, certain powers or aspects to yourself. Sagittarius, you like it's like a super, like, I ain't trying to say it sound crazy, but like superhuman. Like not being like open or realizing that you are not regular. I don't know how else to how else to do it, but like lifting the veil in a way as well too, Sagittarius. Finally figuring something out, using your powers or using your divinity to your aid. I don't know how else to say it. I'm trying my best, y'all. We were also told here too, Sag, as far as to breathe your life into existence, or breathe your manifestations into existence, whatever the case is. I'm also hearing to say their name. I don't know what that could mean for you, Sagittarius. Rather that be, I'll use this as an example. Let's say you're someone who does certain meditations or practices or whatever. I feel like saying certain names or maybe saying certain words, whether you chant, whatever the case is, Sagittarius, is very important for you as far as the energy is concerned. But also too, Sagittarius, for whatever reason, I feel like you damn if you do, you damn if you don't. People gonna talk about you, Sag, regardless if you are doing something personally to them or not. People are going to find a fucking way. Yeah, too, Sagittarius, as far as like your inner peace is concerned, cultivating more of it, filling up your own cup too, Sag. You got lifting the veil here. I talked about your third eye, higher consciousness. Say their names, names being said, possibly being talked about. I feel like also too, Sagittarius, you're underestimated. Rather it be by family because you the youngest, or maybe you're known for being a certain type of way or whatever, but I feel like Sagittarius, like, you're extremely underestimated. And I feel like also too, in due timing, something is going to come out in timing. Truths being revealed, certain pieces of you being revealed. I feel like also too, somebody might be in the process of learning how to control their emotions or how to control their reactions. Sagittarius, it's like when it comes down to certain things and people, you're not surprised by it. I feel like being more at peace. You're not surprised by it. I feel whether it's been a conscious change or not, Sagittarius, the way that you handle things or how much you may care about certain things or the way you may express certain things has changed drastically. The first one that I have here is attitude. Let me get one more closing affirmation for Sagittarius. It has changed. Your way of thinking, your way of moving, it's changed. Whether you notice it or not, Sag, maybe certain things or that you will respond to before you don't. Coming out of hiding. Somebody needs to come out of hiding. I have attitude and then I have abundance. Attitude and abundance. Rather it be career-wise, spiritual, whatever, somebody needs to come out of hiding. The first one I have here is attitude. It says, what if you were to imagine a world in which everything happened for you instead of one in which everything happens to you, Sagittarius? It says, what would you see differently? What would you do differently? The simple act of allowing yourself to shift your perspective has the power to shift your entire life, Sagittarius. Why Sagittarius? Shifting your perspective has the power to shift your entire life, your way of thinking, your perception. going from, I talked about coming out of hiding, going from being in your nest, being where you're most comfortable or where you get the most comfort or whatever, and then stepping outside of that, whether that be emotionally, physically, whatever the case is, but shifting your perspective, your perception. Abundance here, it says true abundance is not just about your money. True abundance is about recognizing with grace and humility what has already been sent your way. Abundant in life, abundant in love, abundant in movement, abundant in the almond milk latte your coworker brought you this morning. Start to appreciate the ways in which you are already so looked after. Start to build wealth in the little things, and you will find the rest comes easy. You were told here too, Sagittarius, what did it say? You are surrounded by love. It is safe to let go. Start to build a wealth in the little things in which you are already so looked after. What was this other one here? Believe in your power to manifest. Breathe your creation into existence, Sagittarius. Breathe your creation into existence, Sag. Whatever it is that you want to manifest, whether it be a child, a marriage, a relationship, certain finances, talk that shit because you motherfucking live that shit. I talked about Sagittarius being superhuman. Whether you've realized it or not, your thoughts come true. Shit, you can think about something, Sagittarius, and that shit gonna pop up. So watch the way you think. But I feel like your mind is expanding and somebody needs to come out of hiding. I want to get one more closing affirmation for you, Sagittarius, before I go. The last one that I have here is notice. Notice. It says, what doesn't feel right in your heart, do less of that. What lights up your soul, do more of that. This Inkosazana, celestial alignment. Your path, your natural path is to be in alignment with your divinity. What lights up your soul, do more of that. Somebody needs to come out of hiding. Rather be you need to, whether you have certain gifts that you're supposed to be sharing with the world, whatever the case is, certain business ideas or certain truths or certain things that need to be said, somebody needs to come out of hiding and let that shit be known, show the world, whatever the case is. But there's more work to be done, Sagittarius. And it's also, too, on this journey, you're going to find yourself alone. You're going to find yourself having to figure certain things out or be by yourself or have to navigate by yourself, and that's fine. That is perfectly fucking fine. But I told you to weed out distractions as well, Sagittarius. And don't let nobody, just because y'all could possibly share certain things in common, whether it be a child or position or whatever the case is, don't let no fucking body try to make you feel bad for being an adult. Now, that may sound dumb to say or whatever, but some people will really get upset with you for being an adult, for taking care of your responsibilities, for not being distracted, for not having time for the bullshit. People will really get fucking bothered by that. Sagittarius, it is what it is, all right? You were told to trust your intuition and follow the golden rule. Treat others the way you would like to be treated. But you were also told too, Sagittarius, to step up and lead. Follow your intuition before it makes sense and trust divine timing. All right? But if you felt like you had to cut some shit off, you had to let something go because somebody want to act a certain type of way or whatever the case is, Sagittarius, somebody thought that they was so smart or somebody thought that they were just so something, and I feel like Sagittarius, you could have hurt their pride or like you hold them in a way. Sagittarius, I feel like you were a reminder to someone that you run this shit. I'm not saying that you could actually walk and move with that energy, but it's like, I don't know, like reclaiming your power. Like, yeah, I could have been I was a certain way with you, but that does not mean that I am going to allow you to do X, Y, and Z, or it does not mean that I'm just going to lay down and take bullshit or deal with bullshit. No matter how much I like you, I can still leave you. No matter how much I love you, I can still leave you. Shit, Sag, you probably had to show somebody that you was a no-limit soldier around this motherfucker. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some people be thinking that just because you a certain way with them, that they can act all types of ways and that they space or they place is permanent, and that's not always the case. Oh, well. Sagittarius, I love you so much. I hope you enjoy your reading, love. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, talk to me. I talk back. I'm about to go ahead and keep on trying to work my way through these fire signs, but Sag, I love y'all so much. Mwah! Follow a man for his journey is not your own. I love y'all as is. Y'all will love yourselves the same. And I'll see y'all in a second. Bye.